Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. Can you tell what this video is going to be about? Much to my chagrin, I am being sued. It's about damn time. No, that's not gonna work either. I'm being sued. I am being sued for way more money than I have, of course, because, sorry, I'm trying to find the right. My hair is on its last legs. I'm about to have to wash it soon, unfortunately, even though I didn't curl it yet. Anyway, so bang. Let me maybe try to sit farther back. Okay, hopefully that's better. So bang, I am being sued for almost $8 grand. You're probably wondering, Keisha, you're an angel. You are a sweetheart. Who in their right mind would sue you? And furthermore, for what could they possibly sue you for, considering I am such a beloved member by my community? Great question. I was thinking the same thing. To whom? Who would possibly do this to me? And of course, it's, yep. It's, you're gonna have to deal with me trying to fix my hair. I'm doing it for you. Who is doing it? It's, of course, a greedy, grimy, these fucking greedy, slimy firms and companies. They just want as much money as they can possibly get their filthy little grubby sausage fingers on. And luckily and unluckily, I, of course, can't afford an attorney for this shit. I just paid for my tuition, out of pocket. You think I have money for a lawyer? Even if I wanted one, which I do. I want to marry one. Let's say I did have money for an attorney. I mean, I simply don't. There's simply no way that I could possibly afford an attorney, especially for this bullhonky. Now you're probably thinking, okay, so what are you gonna do? What are the parameters? Okay, so the parameters are, I'll tell you what happened. So, I was on vacation in Phoenix, Arizona. It was a nightmare, but there are two people who made it the best thing ever. Mags and Ebony, I love them so much, and I learned a lot about myself, and they just made me want to be a better person, honestly, for myself and the people around me. God bless, I love them so much. Anyway, whilst I was on vacation in Arizona, my Nana got a letter on my door saying that, hey, someone has papers that they need to serve you. You weren't home, so either you come and pick the papers up yourself from here, or we will come back and serve you in a marked police vehicle. Of course, I don't want that shit in my nice white suburban neighborhood. They are not prepared for that. So I went and I picked up the papers. Much to my chagrin, this case involves an accident I got in 2019. Now, they filed against me on March of this year. So March of 2022 is when they filed against me. in 2019 is when this incident occurred. Take a guess as to why I am No! Oh my god. She's trying to get into those file cabinets. Oh my goodness. She is you're loco, Chica. No, you can't do that. Find something safe to do, please. Thank you. She gives me so much anxiety. Anyway, take a guess as to why they're suing me. Of course, it's a money grab. It's just a money grab. And they think if they go after me for this money, this same kind of thing happened to a coworker of mine. And I am assuming, but I don't think I'm totally unfounded in my assumption, that the insurance company, or pardon me, it's not an insurance company, my bad. The firm that is suing me on behalf of the person who I got in an accident with, this is a money grab for them. It's a money grab. That's all it is. And they assume, I believe, that no one has the time or resources to defend themselves to their fullest extent. And so, should I have not gone on this journey that I'm about to talk about, I probably would have ended up with a bench warrant. Because I probably would not have known about this, honestly, if it weren't for my Nana alerting me of it, and I probably would not have really looked into it unless it was for my Nana. I'm very grateful for her because she stressed to me that, because I get papers for shit all the time. Oh, you owe money here, you owe money here. Okay, yeah, so does every person in their 20s. I owe you money. Okay, you're not getting it. Whatever, move on. I don't care how it sounds. I mean, a lot of other people who are in my position and who are in their early 20s, you probably owe money to the library, this company, that company, whatever, but it's never anything to where you're like in actual legal jeopardy of your wages being garnished, which is the position I'm in right now. So the only reason I realized that it was such a big deal is because my Nana opened my mail, which I'm glad she did, and I tell her, you can open my mail. If you think it's something serious, open my mail. I don't care. There's nothing I have to hide from you, especially if you're doing me a favor. So she stressed to me how important this was because she said that there has been a case filed against me through the courts. So it's already been filed. So it doesn't matter how I feel about it, I'm going to have to address it one way or another. So I went to go pick up the papers from the court, and I looked through it. I literally looked through it while I was on, like, right outside. As soon as I got outside of the door, I was, like, in front of the door just reading through the papers, and I was like, Of course, this is a bunch of bullshit. I'm not paying this. I'm simply not paying it. I'm simply not paying it. And then brought it home to my Nana, and reality dawned on me that if I firmly believe in my heart of hearts that I am not paying it. And in fact, I'm going to countersue for negligence and emotional damages. But at the time, I've gone through a lot of things where I've, sure, my credit is shot and I'll probably never be able to own a home, or I don't know, just a bunch of stuff because I've been a bit of a vagabond, maybe you could call me, but nothing ever so serious where something has caught up with me like this. And here's the thing. The fact that this is catching up with me lets me know that this is my opportunity to seek justice for myself. That might sound crazy, but it's really not. The thing is that this company is suing me for the totality of these damages, which were already paid, I believe. And granted, I'm not going to release this full video until, the case is closed, obviously. But I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have clips and chips and bits in here of the process. I really want to document this process for myself, especially. But, what was I saying? So, the plaintiff's insurance company already made payments to settle the property damage, it looks like. That's important. Representing yourself in court is a terrible idea. It is highly frowned upon, and I wanted to do it back in the day when I had a case against me. I really fully wanted to do it, and I was discouraged from doing so. But looking back, I almost wish I had represented myself, because I knew that I knew that the whole thing was very unjust. The case being brought against me was completely unjust, the manner in which it happened, and so forth. But, things played out how it did, and, it's in the past, it's expunged, whatever. But this is an opportunity where I really have no choice but to defend myself, because I cannot afford a lawyer, and I I don't have a money tree. I have so much negative money in my bank account from trying to pay for my school. Like, it's ridiculous. So like I said, on one hand, I'm grateful, but on the other hand, I really don't have a choice but to defend myself. So, where am I at right now with the process? Good question. The first thing, after I realized that, like, I can't just, okay, so I have to respond to this, I'll put it back here so you can't see it, but to this, I got served these papers. I have to respond in written form to these papers within 30 days of me getting it. So I have approximately 7 days left to respond via letter. Okay, bang. That is not enough time for me to, like, I haven't, like, it costs $3 for me to get the full case, I guess, and I have not had $3 in my bank account, so I haven't even just been able to look at the information on my case. Like, so, but especially me representing myself, it's like, I'm not gonna do this haphazardly. I am going to give it every single thing I have to give it. I'm going to be extremely meticulous and very, very determined throughout this process. And I just think that these people got the entirely wrong one. I do. I get shit on so much throughout my life. I was in mock trial. Oh, mock trial, that's high school. Yeah, but you know what was back then? That fire, that passion within me to prosecute or defend cases that weren't even real. I spent my entire high school career, the only extracurricular activity I had was mock trial. I spent my time prosecuting or defending cases that didn't even exist. It's all right here. It's like right here. And I will be fucking damned if I do not go. I'm going to fight this as hard as I possibly can, because this shit is so wrong. This shit is so wrong. I am not going to pay them any money And if I do, it's going to be because the state has to go into my bank account and take it from me, which I hope does not happen. But either way, I have to defend myself, and I'll be damned if I do not defend myself to the fullest extent I can. So yeah. I'm working on this continuance letter here. Not too difficult. I don't know what these lawyers are in school for so long for. There's a template for everything. Like, why are you in school for so long? What do you need to know? All they do is, oh my gosh, especially don't get me started. Anyway, so I'm going to hopefully send in this continuance letter. I'm going to send it in tonight because I'm going to e-file it, and I will hear back. And until I hear back, I'm going to be doing research on how to defend myself properly in this unjust case being brought against me. And I'm going to keep my vlog updated. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next clip.